Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. It's after that big day. I certainly hope that whether you're with friends or families or you chill by yourself, I hope and pray you had an awesome day. Just basking in setting that moment or that day aside to give thanks even more, because yes, we are grateful every day, but it's good to just devote more time to do that. So I certainly hope you had a beautiful day. I did. I had a wonderful time. I did have to work, but hey, somebody has to do it. But nonetheless, I feel blessed. I know I'm blessed and I'm highly favored. And you are too. You are blessed. You're highly favored. God is for you. Who can be against you? And as we venture forward into, again, the holiday season, celebrating, there are a few things that I'll be changing up with the channel. I do get asked or requests by others who want probably more help or assistance, guidance in their journey, more one-on-one. And so I'm not sure what God has in store, but it's it's getting there where persons may need help in one-on-one area, having different ways of providing services for you again. And I do appreciate all of you, my family. I thank you so very much. But as you can see with this channel, for example, I may have 1,000 views, less than 100 likes. So that tells me that a lot of people, they're just here as leeches. I have a lot of trolls, and so they're just here to see what is going on. A lot of people who just come eat, I don't even think they take the time to wipe their mouth, and they leave with information to help themselves. And I'm always happy. This is God's work. But at the same time, for me, it is not about the numbers with having fake people around me. I wish there was a way that I could separate just having all my subscribers on one platform, one area where I could just speak directly and pour into you, because the truth is, I am about equal give and take. That is a part of my lesson and my journey, not to be giving myself to people who do not appreciate what I bring or who I am. So we'll see what God has in store. But I know, when Jesus was here, he had those people who were always watching, peeping, following off in the distance, in the background, just there with, reasons that they're up to no good, basically. So we'll see what God has in store. But as we wrap up this year, I just want to, and I'm praying and I'm asking God to give me messages that will help you, help us to wrap up this year. Because let me tell you, next year, God's willing, it's going to be a powerful, powerful year. I mean, that's a year of number 8. Infinite, unending blessings. So for those of you who have started the work this year or even before, I mean, it's like already it's like you're in the plane, the airplane, and it's like you're taxiing on the airway, you're getting ready to ascend, to take off. You're on the runway, you're taxiing, and you're getting ready. So those are the messages that I would love to come through for you, for us, for the end of the year, as you close out those cycles, not allowing people in the past to trigger you, to get under your skin, is like that self-mastery. You outgrow those things, those people. How to learn to love your own company. You don't need affirmations or approvals from anybody. That's how you're walking in your divine confidence or Godfidence, knowing again that God is for you, knowing that you are victorious. It's like you going out fearless. It doesn't matter what is set ahead of you. You know that because you have God, you have the heavenly host that's backing you. You know you are chosen, you are royalty. You know that all this time, everything that you have been up against, it carved you into who you are now. You are the masterpiece. You are an original. A lot of you, a lot of us have had people who try to duplicate, manipulate us, whether it is our energy, our essence, our work. People, they don't like us, but they want to have what we have, because there is something, it's like that song says, there's a sweet, sweet presence in this place. It's your aroma. It's the God in you. It's spirit within you. So it's for you to stand in your truth, because I'm telling you, some of you, you're already doing this. You're walking in this place. You're taking over territories. You just know that everything the enemy stole from you, it is going to be, or it is already. You already see it trickling back into your life. Everything, the cankerworm, the palmer worm, all of those they stole from you, God is putting it back in your life. Knowing you are one of a kind. You were not the problem. They tried to make it seem as if you were. It's like you being that child, you're comfortable sitting on your front porch, your driveway, whatever, playing by yourself. And then you have this group, this posse of bullies who will come down your street, come into your territory to pick a fight with you. And you keep telling them, leave me alone, leave me alone. And they keep interfering you. And then finally you got upset, and you either lend somebody, a right hand, or turn some water sprinkler, something on them, and then guess what? They run down the street screaming, pointing at you, telling others, oh, she hit me, he hit me, and now making it seem as if you are the bad person. You did not interfere with these people in the first place, but they brought it to you. So a lot of you, you're used to that, feeling like an outcast. And it is just you owning that. I think it's Christina, I hope you're hearing this message, who left a comment that your birthday, I guess you didn't enjoy it as much as you should, because it's like nobody at work acknowledged you. There was somebody you shared birth date with. You said, I guess you commented, maybe wish them happy birthday, and they did not respond to you. See, that is what I'm talking about, with us not allowing anybody to spoil our day. That's exactly what the enemy wants. We're not going to give him or them that power over our life, at least no more. We don't care if people accept us or reject us. We know we are loved by God, and that is truly, truly enough. That's enough. So your day is not about what people think or feel about you. You have to wait now for a whole year to go around for you to see this one day again, God's willing. No, don't let anybody have that much power over you, sis. I am so proud of you. This is a part of your growth. We all have been there, where we think people would be happy for us, celebrate us. But again, this is a lesson for you to learn. Self-love, appreciate yourself. Happiness comes from within you. Your happiness is not reliant on anybody outside of you. That is your responsibility. Even if you're in a relationship, you cannot expect, and this is why so many relationships fall apart, because we're hoping they don't make us happy. I mean, did you marry a clown, a professional clown? And more than likely, even if they're a professional clown, they may make people laugh outside, but when they come home, it's business, it's life. So you may not get that. Like they said, a painter doesn't paint his house. So sometimes what we do outside, you may not see it on the inside. But pretty much what I'm saying is, you have to be able to make your own self complete and happy. And this is a part of the shedding that we go through, or we must go through, in order for us to know our worth and to love ourselves as well. So moving forward, I just want us to check our life, kick the tires, look at the areas, look over how far we've come. What is it that we're struggling with? Maybe others don't even know, but we know. And we don't want to bring that part of us into 2024, God's willing. So it's important for us to go introspect, take that hermit, and look inside, shine that light within. So that way, when we head off into whatever it is that God has in store for us, we are unstoppable. We are unstoppable. It doesn't matter what the enemy or others try to say or do. You've been there, done that. It's like, what next? Whatever. This is my time. This is my season. Nothing and no one is going to talk me out, try to distract me out of what it is that I'm supposed to be. And so this brings us to our topic. Keep your enemies closer. Again, I was having one of my late night. I don't know what's happening, but whether the witch bewitching. But at the same time, when I'm up at these hours, I'm using these times to seek God's face. And it came to me, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. And I thought to myself, I can understand keeping my friends close, but my enemies closer? It's like, no, it's like, that doesn't make sense to me. And then as I picked up my phone and I went on my channel here, I saw the first comment was from Faith Angelic. I don't remember the other numbers at the end, but you know who you are, sis, if you watch this message. And that is something that you were expressing as well. And you said you keep your enemies closer. And I'm like, oh my goodness. It's like the synchronicity of like, wow, keep your enemies closer. But it's like, for me, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate, is that keeping my enemies close, it's hard. And then I looked it up, like, why would I want to keep my enemies close? And some of the meanings were that, you can see what they're up to, what they're doing. And it's like, I can't do it. Once a person show me that they're my enemy, or, they're my enemies, it's like, forget it. You're done. Anybody else you're connected to, they're done too. Because see, it's not the people outside that are going to hurt me. My enemy outside, or enemies, they're going to use the person who is closest to me to hurt me. So that means the person who is the closest or closer to me, if they're connected to those, it's like if I have a business and I fire, say the staff, they're toxic, and I fire the head leader, more than likely they all exchange phone numbers. So who is outside is still having connections on the inside. And I do not like, I was going to say hate, which is a very strong word, but I don't like to know that my enemies have any connection to me on the inside. And so I will get rid of the people who are, or I would get rid of the people who are connected to them, just so I start over clean, fresh slate. Fresh slate. So that for me was very hard, keeping my enemies close. Because again, it's like if I was bitten by a snake, why would I want to keep a snake close to me? It's like, I don't care what you're doing with your life. I don't want to know about you. I don't want to see you. You are dead to me. You are dead to me. It doesn't mean that I'm carrying a grudge, but it's just that you have shown me who you really are. So maybe somebody else can share an insight with me in the comment as to why you think it's necessary, or why is it important to keep your enemies closer. I know yesterday, Thanksgiving Day, a lot of you probably went, and some of you went and celebrated with people who you know have worked against you. And it's like, how does it feel? It's like, I don't know. It's like I just love to be around authentic people. It's very hard for me to fake it. I mean, it will show. Don't put me on the spot either, because I'm not going to clap for somebody who I know is working against me. You may not see it, but I know and feel it in my spirit that this person, and I see the signs, I'm sorry. So it's really important for us, again, as we wrap up this year, 2023, who are the people in your camp who are for you, who are against you? Not to take those toxic people or connections with you. Yeah, a lot of you need to escape, avoid, block. Some of you already done this. Push away people, places, and things that no longer serve you. This reminds me of that 8 of Cups, where you're walking away from what no longer serves you as you walk into your new beginning. You're starting over, trying again, new direction. You don't want these people to kill your dreams. I mean, this is like you moving from one house to the next, and all the little insects, you're gonna pack them up with you to go to infest the new home that you're getting. I mean, I can't imagine. I'm going to grab a handful of snakes, and I'm going to get some mice to come to chew up, to eat up what I have. No, I mean, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I can't. I mean, it's up to you guys, but I'm just saying, I can only speak from my experience. A lot of you, I'm telling you, beginnings, you're gonna have new beginnings, a fresh start, where you're gonna try again in different areas of your life, professionally, your career, your business, relationships, meeting new friends, romantic or platonic, moving to a new place. You understand? You don't want that. Why would you want to take all of that baggage with you, just to show people that we're a united front, when you know deep inside that this person, the first chance they get, they're gonna go for the jugular, they're gonna cut you down, they're gonna slander you, they're gonna, I mean, giving people keeping them closer to what? There is nothing that anybody could be doing, even if we're not at odds with each other. People's life, they don't bother me, and it shouldn't bother you either, especially if they're doing well, because that's a healthy connection. When you're with people who are not jealous, they're not setting up traps for you, they're not gossiping about you behind your back, they're not fake. You want healthy people in your life because that is important in order to keep you green, to keep you prospering, to keep you flourishing. You want people to pour into you, to water you just as much as you water them as well. I love that song. I remember from Fast and Furious. I think that guy Paul Walker, yeah, he died. Yeah, so it's like endings bring new beginnings, right? So it's like escaping what no longer serves us so we can have the new beginnings. So a lot of you right now, you're having clarity. You're getting that. Yes, it's very hard when you look around and you see the people who were in your entourage, your posse, your group, your family, and they are no longer with you because they show you who they are. And I love, like, you know, to quote Dr. Maya Angelou, when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. I mean, it's like, for me, I would like tell the lawnmower, the company, you know, to cut the grass. Like, I know you guys cut it to a certain inch, but let's drop it. Let's go another inch deep. I want to make sure I don't miss anything crawling in my life. Because for a lot of you, you have wasted a lot of years and a lot of, like I said, leeches, toxic people who are takers, energy vampires, blood-sucking agents. They took enough, and moving forward is like enough is enough. I am finished. It's either you're here for a long time, but I'm not faking it anymore. Because guess what? Every single day we are one more step to the grave. And like I shared in a video prior to this, we cannot do anything when we're dead. So right now, let's live our best life, our blessed life. Why are you thinking you're gonna hang out with your enemies so you could have a big funeral? Because when you're dead, who cares who shows up? They may not even come because they didn't like you anyway. They have nothing good to say about you. So you know what? You may as well just live your authentic life. I mean, that would make me, because this is the reason why I have not kept, or I cannot keep any of my enemies close to me up to date. Because when I know that I'm around people who I cannot trust, I don't feel good. It's like suffocating who I am. Yeah, so you're come to the realization too, with you getting the clarity, the truth, setting your intentions, being honest with yourself. Like I said before, who, what, where, you know, that I need to leave in the past so that they don't interfere with, they don't distract me from, they don't sabotage what God has in store for me. It's like if God took the time out to cause a tower, a shake up in my life so that these people, you know, they fell out. And for me to realize that the awareness, clarity, realization, for me to realize and know that these people are not good for me. Who am I? How much do I love myself if I allow these people to still come? Because every time I plant my garden, they're just gonna trample over it and then they smile in my face. They're gonna send me way back. Way back. And this is not the time for it. So a lot of you, you're coming to an awakening, an understanding, again, a realization of the people you have around you. Are they in your life for your best interests? Is it because of familiarity you think that you have to take these people with you? But they're hurting you. They're hurting you. For a lot of you, silence. So you're silent at this time. You know, like I said, go into a hermit, introspect, think about it. Some of you, no words. You need to move in silence. You talk too much. Again, like the Bible says, not what we eat or drink defiles us. It is what comes out of our mouth. So a lot of us may be cautious of what we're putting inside of our mouth, but we are not cautious about what is coming out of our mouth. Sometimes we overshare. And the enemy, you best believe, is listening. The enemies, they're listening to your every move, your moves. And their goal is to set traps and blockages in your way so that you don't move on, so that you don't go into your destiny. See, this is a spiritual warfare. And the quicker we understand that, the better off it is for us. This is spiritual warfare. So even if you look at that person and, oh, their face, it looks so kind. But who are they working for? Which entity is residing in them? Because like oil and water, we cannot mix. Love and hate can never be friends. So a lot of you, you're getting a second chance to make amends with opportunities in your life under new beginnings here. So this is what I'm saying. You can't waste time gambling on people, taking risk on people who have shown you who they are. So you're getting a new chance to this new beginning. And Spirit is saying, do you really want to keep your enemies closer? Do you really want to? Because a lot of you with this under clarity, chasing, toxicity, resilience, pursuit, you're on a quest. You know, do you want those toxic people around you? Because the truth is, you're on a pursuit. You are resilient. And you're going to have naysayers, negative people, Debbie Downers, who are going to want to chase after you, to come after you. Because, I mean, you are it. Like I said before, you are not the problem. They know who you are. You are the blessing that is in their life. And so they want to come after you. But again, you need to protect who you are, what you are. Yeah. So a lot of you, you're bringing all this conflict, drama to an end, finality, farewell, leave behind and closing a chapter. This is the realization that you're coming towards. Do you really want to keep your enemies that close to you as you venture out into the new year? So a lot of you, a lot of us, we have decisions to make. Yep, 7 of Wands, the boundaries. You know, with the dogs, like who let the dogs out, right? 7, God's complete number of completion. Having boundaries. Setting up, not allowing people to take advantage of you, to use you, to continue to use you. And then they make you feel guilty now. You are the high priest, high priestess. You know, you're intuitive, you're psychic. Whether you have a channel or not, that's just who you are. And so, you know the people who are for you and against you as you venture out into this new beginning with this second chance. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles. Whatever it is, you're mastering your craft. Whatever it is, career, your job, your relationship. This is you mastering, working diligently on your goals for your stability. Don't allow these people to hold you back. That's what they want to do. This is the truth you're getting now. When you're focusing, these people in the background, they're just gonna be distractions, like the dogs making sounds over there to keep you from moving forward in your life, progressing into this Nine of Pentacles. Wow, this stability. You don't want you don't want to have those negativity. This is why you're walking away. This is why you're coming to this realization that you must put an end to what no longer serves you, because what these people would want is really for you to be juggling in this Two of Pentacles attitude. They don't want you to be stable. They don't want you, for some of you, this card was at the back, twin flames. So some of you, it could be a partnership, it could be a connection that these people, they want to bring conflict. Just let you think, oh, there must be something else out there. They don't want to see you settled. So, this is the message I have about keeping your enemies closer. Again, it's up to you. Maybe some people they don't mind that. But like I said, my peace is very important. And I'm sure a lot of you, your peace is important too, but it's a decision. I mean, these people, they're going to distract you. But like we see the High Priestess, you already know. I don't need to tell you. Big things are ahead of you. Your stability. This is you doing it by yourself. I love it for you. I love it for us. Thank you so very much. Until next time, be blessed.